Coming up towards 7:34 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, this is a country that loves to tell stories. Many of them happen in Parliament as well. But here's a storytelling adventure that will take place next week, Saturday, which is the 26th, at the Pleasantville Community Center. It's entitled Jeli, Stories of Our Heritage. Is it a version of Anansi Stories and so on? I don't know. We'll find out. Here to tell us more, we're joined by two personalities of Art by Creative Design. We have Iana Kelly-Simmons, who is the president and director of the organization, and Miss Abiola McCree, or McCree, depending on how you see the pronunciation. She's the secretary and director of the same organization, and they're talking about the event that's going to be, as I said, on the 26th of May, Pleasantville Community Center. And to give us some more information, we have these two ladies. Thanks very much for joining us. Good to have you with us. So, Ms. Kelly-Simmons, what are we talking about here? Jeli, Stories of our Heritage.
All right. So, Art by Creative Design, we're an advocacy group, and we are promoting art education in our communities. So, Jeli is our first fundraiser, and it's meant to support one of our projects called Evolve. Now, Evolve is what we call an ongoing student art exhibition. And what we have done, we've approached various businesses in our communities in South to give us a space where we can exhibit work done by students, right? Of course, you know, when it comes to the arts, you need money to do your framing and all of these things. So this is our first initiative, right? And we're hoping that everyone comes out to support us.
All right, so let's get the basic information out of the way, Ms. McCree, by telling the event at Pleasantville Community Center. What time is it going to be from?
Right, we're inviting persons to join us from 4 p.m. The actual program is not going to start until about 5 p.m. and it should end closer to 6:30. You have the opportunity to look at Artisan Corner, where we have a number of local artists, from photographers to fine artists, culinary artists, persons into fashion design, handcrafted fashion. They're going to be exhibiting their work. And then we're going to have the main aspect of the program, which would be an interview with a Jeli, hence the name.
What is a Jeli?
A Jeli is a West African storyteller or historian. Okay. So we're going to have one of our icons give their account of what they have achieved in their particular field. And in this particular case, we have two Jelis, Elizabeth Montano, the first, and we have Kenny Phillips, the second.
Okay, and it's a ticketed event. Where can people get tickets?
Tickets are available from persons from the committee, Art by Creative Design. You can contact us via our Facebook page, Art by Creative Design, or What Them Doing. That's another page we have available from ourselves, committee members. Our numbers are 687-7964 and
682-1068 and 741-4706.
And give us an idea, because this is the first event that you're putting on. What would have inspired you to put this on?
Right. So my journey through the arts, and as an art practitioner myself, one of the things that I found important in that process is being able to hear other people's stories, right? As an educator in my own schools, I would have created opportunities for persons to come in and to share their stories with my students. And I've found that that has really stimulated the students often, and they're very excited by that. So I took the concept and I made it a community event. And working together with the team, we fleshed out this program. So it is a platform for persons, for us to not just to get to have an intimate idea of the experiences of some of these noted practitioners. You know, we talk about Elizabeth Montano, Kenny Phillips, and if anybody knows about Kenny Phillips, I mean, his work is wide and varied. Yeah. And also we have featured on that program as well, Vanessa Headley, who is an up-and-comer in her field, but has been doing outstanding work. So persons are going to come and get an opportunity to engage with these persons and to hear their stories and to be inspired by it.
And just on that point, because we have such a rich history right here in Trinidad and Tobago that incorporates West Africa, India, Syria, every part of the world.
Every part of the world.
But we seem to be fixated on the traditional Disney, this and that and the other. Has it been a challenge to get this idea moving along as far as, you know, either corporate Trinidad and Tobago or even those in your own sphere of education to buy into this sort of thing?
That's interesting because personally, the response has been really, really very good, actually. So we get very enthusiastic responses. And, you know, I hear you in terms of corporate business persons buying in. While there will always be challenges where that is concerned, but persons who have come on board are highly enthusiastic, you know, and so we want to build on that. In terms of the interest by some of the practitioners that we have extended an invitation to, their interest too has been enthusiastic. So that has encouraged us to continue to work to make sure that this event gets staged. You know, Ms. McCrae mentioned that we have put on an artisan corner. And the part of the rationale behind that is to give an opportunity for persons who have now been establishing their names, establishing their brands, to come out and display their work. We have several craft fairs that tends to be the in thing right now that are taking place almost regularly every month. While that has its place, what we are trying to do is just to select a few persons so that persons who come to the event, they would have an opportunity to engage with them one-on-one, hear about their process individually. And just saying that, I want to highlight one of our brands that will be on part of that artisan corner, that's DSH Jico, right? And for the birders of you out there, I mean, from the time I call that brand name, they get excited. And, you know, so persons want to know who is the person behind this brand. If you come to Jeli, you'll have an opportunity to meet with him personally and share your stories with him, and he will share his stories with you.
It sounds like it should be a very interesting evening of activity. But before we conclude, Ms. McCrae, is everything in place? I mean, 9 days away, we tend to be a kind of last minute in getting things going, but is everything falling into place?
We are ready. We are waiting to receive you with open arms.
All right. Well, so the event is from, you like people to be there from 4 o'clock?
From 4 o'clock. So you can take the exhibition.
On not this Saturday, next week, Saturday the 26th at the Pleasantville Community Center. Tickets are priced at $200. And again, the contact information, if you'd like to get more information, Art by Creative Design, they're on Facebook. You're required to reserve your tickets. Ticket sales, how it's going so far?
It's going good.
Yeah,
we have just a few.
Just
a few left. So just make
while
sure
they're here,
us.
people know about it already. So, but we're highlighting it anyway. The numbers to call: 682-1068, 682-1068, 687-7964, and 741-4706. So you see, Morning Edition is not just about west of the lighthouse, you know, it's even the Southland. We're going there every so often, and even in the east with the Arima vendors. A lot of ground that we've covered so far this morning, a bit of improvisation as well, and still one more interview to come right after this break.